You know, in a world that's just completely driven by technology, have you ever stopped to wonder where the engineers of tomorrow actually come from? Well, today we're going to talk about an institution that's been answering that very question in Pakistan for over 60 years, the Dawood University of Engineering and Technology, or DUET for short.
DUET's story is this really fascinating journey of transformation. And it kind of begs the question, right? How does a college born from this big philanthropic vision way back in 1962 grow into a university that's now at the forefront, actively shaping the future? Well, that's exactly the story we're going to unpack today.
So let's just rewind all the way back to the beginning. We're talking about the early 1960s, a time when Pakistan was industrializing like crazy. This wasn't just about building another school, it was about answering a huge, critical national need for really, really skilled technical experts.
Now, get a load of the university's official motto. This isn't just some catchy phrase they put on a brochure. This is the absolute core mission that has guided them from day one. It's all about making knowledge accessible to anyone, as long as they have the drive to go for it. Its origins are actually rooted in this really cool partnership between a private citizen's vision and the state. It was the idea of industrialist Seth Ahmed Dawood, and it was brought to life when President Ayub Khan himself laid the foundation stone in '62. This was a direct, practical response to a country that was industrializing fast and needed engineers like yesterday.
And this right here really shows you just how forward-thinking that original vision was. DUET became a true pioneer. They established some of the very first degree programs in fields like chemical, petroleum, and electronics engineering. I mean, these are literally the engines of a modern industrial economy.
But of course, the story didn't just stop there. Not even close. The institution was about to go through this massive evolution, transforming from a college into a full-fledged university.
This timeline really lays out the whole journey step by step. You can see it starting as Dawood College, then becoming a state institution in 1971. But, the real game changer happens in the 21st century. First, in 2007, getting the power to award its own degrees, and then the big one. In 2013, it officially becomes the Dawood University of Engineering and Technology. So, after that long journey, what does this modern university actually look like today? Okay, let's dive into its academic core and see what kind of programs are on the table now. So, the university is spread across two main campuses in Karachi. You've got the main Jinnah campus, which is the historic heart of the university, home to all the core engineering departments, and then there's the newer Iqbal campus, which is where you'll find the architecture programs and all the cutting-edge computer science stuff. It really shows how they've expanded both their physical footprint and their academic focus. Now, at the undergraduate level, it's super clear that DUET has kept up with what the world needs. I mean, they're still true to their roots with foundational engineering programs, but look at this. The inclusion of fields like artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, that shows a really deliberate shift to get students ready for the jobs of today and tomorrow.
And hey, for students who want to go even deeper, the university's got a whole range of master's programs. This is where you can really specialize and become an expert in advanced topics like telecommunications, materials engineering, or industrial management.
And finally, at the very highest academic level, DUET supports PhD research in these key engineering fields. This is what really cements its status, right? It's moved beyond just teaching. It's now a hub for genuine research and innovation. Okay, so offering a bunch of degrees is one thing, but how does DUET make sure its graduates actually succeed out there in the real world? Well, this is where the university's modern vision really comes into play. The current vice chancellor, Dr. Samreen Hussain, has laid out this super clear three-pronged strategy to make sure students succeed. So let's break down exactly what that looks like. The strategy itself is actually pretty simple, but it's so effective. It all boils down to three key steps. First, get students ready for a global career. Second, make sure they're industry ready through actual job placements. And third, spark that innovative spirit by helping them turn their great ideas into real businesses. So, does it work? Well, this number pretty much says it all. The university reports an 80% employability ratio for its recent graduates. That's not just a number, it's a powerful testament to how well their industry-focused strategy is actually working. All right, let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here, the legacy and the lasting impact of Dawood University.
A university's credibility is absolutely everything, right? And DUET is fully recognized by all of Pakistan's main regulatory bodies. That means it has the stamp of approval from the Higher Education Commission, the Pakistan Engineering Council, and the Council of Architects and Town Planners. That's your guarantee that their degrees meet tough national standards.
But the real impact, the real story, is seen in its alumni. For decades, DUT graduates have been the literal backbone of Pakistan's technical landscape. You'll find them in leadership positions in the most critical sectors, energy, manufacturing, you name it, directly building the nation. So, when you boil it all down, here's the key takeaway. Dawood University's journey is like a mirror reflecting Pakistan's own industrial and technological growth. It started as a foundational college to fill a need, and it has evolved into this future-focused university that continues to shape the entire nation. And that brings us to our final thought. The world is changing faster than ever before. As technology just keeps accelerating, the role of places like DUET becomes even more crucial. So, it kind of leaves us with this big forward-looking question. How are they going to continue to engineer the nation's future?